design details. You see what I mean? Cal in June, perfect present for her, a little mini scarf. Oh my god, no. Hi knitting friends, I'm Susie or Caffeinated Granny. This is my knitting channel. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about some finished objects that I have. I was thinking of taking you out to the store as well because these finished objects are actually gifts, so I need to gift wrap them so that they will be a little bit elevated. You know, I can't just give it in a Tesco bag. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So this week I'm going to a hen do of a really good friend of mine. She's from Sardinia in Italy. I'm gonna go there with another really good friend from Murcia in Spain, and we are going to be celebrating her wedding. How exciting. I've never actually been to a hen do before, so I don't know what to expect, and I hope it's not too cringy and uncomfortable, but I'm pretty sure that's the whole point. Anyway, let's see how that goes. For my friend that's Italian, she's actually a professional singer, so I really wanted to make her one of these tiny little handy scarves because as a singer you are just constantly paranoid about getting a cold, right? Because then you're out of work. So I thought, wouldn't this be like the perfect present for her? A little mini scarf that she can roll up. Look at this. It doesn't take any space in the bag. You can roll it up like a little croissant. Ta-da! Look at that. It fits in the palm of my hand. And the design is kind of similar to my silky slinky scarf. You have on the sides, at the end of each row, you're slipping 2 stitches, which gives you this really lovely edge here, like an I-cord edge. Then you're knitting in garter stitch, twisted knit stitch, and then a twisted pell stitch on the wrong side. Then you have these bubbles that form flowers. Isn't this so cute? The scarf itself is 72 centimeters long, so you can sort of wrap it once around your neck, and it's very cute. Let me show you. Like this. Isn't that cute? I think it's really good for when you're just a little bit chilly. If you're scared of getting a cold, then this will be perfect. And you can, have it more casual like this, or yeah, like that. So you can actually manage to wrap it twice around. It's just that it's gonna be, it's not too tight, but I'm very excited for her to see this. I'm not sure if this is her color. As colors go, this is kind of neutral, and I do definitely think that she will look gorgeous in it, but it's also hard to know what really suits her because she's actually a model as well, and she's just insanely gorgeous. It's kind of funny because every time I see her, I haven't seen her for like a year or two, that kind of friendship that years go by, but it still doesn't matter. It's like you saw each other yesterday, which is really lovely, but I'm still just in awe of how pretty she is and how just cute she is when she talks and everything. I have total girl crush on my friend, so I think she looks good in anything. I do think that this will complement her features, so yeah, I'm excited to gift that to her. And then I also wanted to gift something for her mum. Me and her, we go way back. We met each other in London in my past life when I was also a singer. I used to work as a jazz singer. I know her mum, she knows my mum, and I wanted to make her mum a scarf like this as well, so they can sort of be twinning. This is a little bit of a longer version. It's longer than the silky slinky scarf as well, but it has the same design details. Her mum really likes vibrant colors, and when I was on her Facebook, I could only see neon yellow, and I was like, I know she loves neon yellow, but I can't bring myself to knit neon yellow. I don't know. But yeah, for me, I don't know. So I had issues knitting up neon yellow. So I actually had to send a message to my friend and be like, hey, I'm knitting this scarf for your mom. What colors does she like? I wanted it to be a surprise, but anyway. She said she likes any bright color. Don't be afraid. And I think that she would probably look beautiful on red. I wanted to make her a red version. And this is much longer. So this scarf is 72 centimeters. And this scarf is 120 centimeters, so 1 meter and 20 centimeters. And you can wrap this twice or 3 times around. I'll show you. This is what it looks like wrapped on twice. I think this is good for that extra coverage, so it can also be worn in winter. Both of these yarns are knit up on 4mm needles with fingering weight yarn. So this is Rosaria 4. I think it's called Eco Soft, but I'm gonna double check for you guys. And this is Red Currant knitting for Olive Merino. I've got a third gift knit for my friend from Murcia. It's actually her birthday on the day that we're flying out. And since it's her birthday, I wanted to make her an extra special top. I actually made her a Genie top. So if you watch my channel before, you know that me and Felipe, we did a Genie top cal in June because we're really big fans of Milena Polina, the knitwear designer, and we both love this design. So we had so much fun knitting it up with loads of people. My first sample was in Langyarn's Amira. It was more of like a fluffier cotton and I really liked it. But I have to say, I do really prefer this linen version. It's gorgeous. So I knitted this up with Belle, which I actually did this top in, and I really like this yarn. I guess the only beef that I have with it, it's a little bit splitty, but not too much. You wouldn't be able to knit in the dark watching a movie because you constantly have to keep an eye on whether you are like splitting these stitches or not. So the way that you knit the Genie top is that you start with an Italian cast on edge, you do some double knitting, then you knit the body, you split into 4 parts, you start knitting each section separately, and then when you get to the top here, you sort of do a purl row so that you can easily fold it over, and you knit a couple of rows, and then you sew down that edge. So you have a little tube, then you knit an I-cord and put the I-cord through. This offers so much versatility in terms of the fact that you could make the ties at the back, like I have done here, or you can have the ties at the front or even at the sides. So that's really cool, and I'm excited for my friend to wear this because I know that she will look so banging in this color. Back from lunch. I've also got one last gift knit. The last vlog, I was talking to you about how I was making this for my friend. Still haven't sent it yet. But then I remembered that, oh, it was her birthday just last month. Why don't I make her something as well? With a Matti yarn that I got the other day, Matti yarn, Have Fun yarn, I made her a little crochet bag. Isn't this adorable? So I followed a tutorial that was very easy here on YouTube. I'll link it down below. But you basically start making a chain at the bottom, and then you start doing, I think you skip three stitches, and then you make 3 double crochets. I can't really remember now, but it was fairly easy. And once you've done the bottom, it's very repetitive. It's just the same thing that you do all the way till you reach your desired length, and then you make these 2 handles and sew them together at the top. And I think this is such a nice bag. You see what I mean? Going shopping, or yeah, going to the beach would be really good as well. I did have a second thought about this because I was like, maybe I should have made this bigger because she just got a baby, so maybe she's carrying around diapers and stuff. Oh, sorry, please come in. Toto, Annika. Yeah, my dog wanted me to open the door for him. This is also going to Malta along with a little silly stuffed animal / rabbit thingy with a vest. I've got a couple of works in progress as well. I say a couple. I probably have a dozen, but the ones that I'm actively working on is another one of the Heidi summer vest, which is the design that I'm wearing. This is what that's looking like. And I finished the whole thing. I did all the crochet, but I just couldn't stop thinking about having double crochets instead and seeing what that would look like. I think it could be really cool, and you know, to just like give ideas to people because they see this one with a single crochet, and then if they want to get creative, it's equally easy, I think, to do a double crochet as it is to do a single crochet finishing, and it's going to be so different. So yeah, that's quite exciting. So this is in testing right now. Deadline for that is like 1st of August, so probably gonna come out around the 1st of August. The testers are being really good. They are so meticulous, and I honestly don't know what I would do without testers, because I am convinced each time that I send the pattern to testers that there are no flaws in there, and I checked it like a gazillion times. I literally have spreadsheets where I manually put in everything and make sure that the counting is right, but I guess, you know, sometimes I rush and I overlook stuff, so it's always so good to have testers. I love it. And it made me think that maybe I should be opening up an Instagram chat. I'm not sure. How do you feel about that? Like, if you're in a test knit, how do you prefer to communicate with people? Do you like when it's sort of in a group where you can all ask questions and talk to each other? Or do you prefer it to be more of like an anonymous thing? You're just commenting in a document. Let me know. I think everyone's probably different, but I have been seeing quite a lot of people that are open to talking in emails and just adding me on Instagram them and starting a conversation. And I personally think that, I mean, for me, that's the whole point of doing this knitting channel, to talk to other knitters and to get to know them and to just like, you know, be excited about a craft together. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what you think about this. Ooh, I just found my favorite lip balm. I've been looking for this everywhere. I need to put some on immediately. Okay, now I feel nice and hydrated. So I've got that Heidi's vest going on. I'm knitting that up with Katja Concept yarn. It's cotton yak. So far, it feels really nice on the touch, but when I wore it, because I did make the sample and then I frogged, it was a little bit itchy, I have to say, because this is, the wool content is 40%. No, wait, this is wrong. This is so wrong. It says 60%, 30% and 30%. That's 120%. Okay. That's weird, but I'm pretty sure that it has 10% yak. Having 10% yak in here makes it feel really nice and luxurious, sort of cashmere-like. But just so you're aware, I'm sort of medium sensitive to like mohair and fluff, and this felt a little bit itchy, but let's see. I mean, I am in a heat wave right now as well. That's not normal, so maybe that affects it. Second finished object that I'm actively working on is this summer cardigan with the most cutest stitch markers that I got from Filippa. Honestly, having like small trinkets like that is so motivating. I just really like knitting with trinkets like this. This is a design that I'm working on. I'm knitting this up in BC Garn Summer in Kashmir, which very kindly gifted to me. Thank you so much, Emma. This is the first time I've ever been gifted anything from a yarn brand, so it makes it extra special. It's so nice. I love this yarn as well. Let me find a fresh skein for you guys. I definitely have more skeins, and if I don't, I'm in deep trouble. Okay, it was hiding in a basket. This is the Summer in Kashmir yarn from BC Garn. It's 100% organic, 10% cashmere, and then the rest is cotton. So it's really lovely to knit up on. Usually my hands cramp up like crazy knitting with cotton, but this 10% added cashmere makes all the difference. I have been really enjoying this. I'm knitting this up on 3mm needles, so it is a labor of love, but I think it's going to be so cute because I really love this eyelet pattern, and the more I knit it up, the more I like it. I want the neckline to be quite deep, and then I also had the idea that button band would also be lace but horizontal, and I think it would look really nice because I have seen a couple of examples in the Japanese stitch bibles where, because of the increases and decreases that are done, sort of has like a wave shape, and I thought, how nice would that be to have like horizontal lace pattern with a wave shape around the neckline. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how successful it will be because I have to be very precise with how many stitches I'm going to pick up, and this will be very complicated, especially if I'm going to grade it for other sizes. You never know until you try, right? And I want to challenge myself. Now I'm just knitting in the same pattern up until the armhole, and then we'll see. And now I really want to take you guys out with me because I think that will be fun. But first we need coffee, right? Look what we just found. This coffee cup that I crocheted for Toto. Toto, come on. Show it. There. Look at this. It's like a sad coffee cup. I think it's so cute. And Toto really likes it too, but he has a knack for completely destroying all his toys because he's... Oh, here he goes. Toto. Para. No, there. Oops. What was that? 2-second record? Huh? Hey, so I'm headed out to a local Chinese shop to get some gift wrapping. And currently it's 35 degrees, so I'm trying to stay as much in the shadow as possible. But now I had to go for a bit in the sun, so I decided to film this segment to distract myself from the heat. Ooh, my kit run over. The brain cells are not present. Okay, I'm back with the goods. And yeah, I don't know what possessed me to go out in the heat wave, but that's not happening again. All of this, I got it for €6. A little paper bag for my friend's birthday gift. I got some like fancy silky paper to pack the other knits in. And then, of course, I couldn't stay away from the yarn aisle, right? I didn't even know there was gonna be a yarn aisle, so I was completely caught off guard, to my defense. I got this yarn. It's like a t-shirt yarn. And look at this, because I've got this knitting book from Rose Knitwear, which is, by the way, a knitting bible. Ooh, and look at that. So do you see this bag that's there? How amazing wouldn't that be to have when I go to Italy? And I think this is like fairly quick to knit out. Here it is. The Helix bag. And I think this burgundy brown, oh my god, no? Isn't this so beautiful? I couldn't decide between that one and there was like a minty green and then a crazy pink one, and I want them all. It wasn't that bad, you know, this whole thing was $2.50, so... Yeah, anyway. I need to have a shower because I look like this before my guy gets home from work and sees this situation. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you're well in your corners of the world and that you don't go out in the heat wave like me. Stay cool and happy knitting.